Good morning, everybody. Did y'all enjoy the story of George's fishing trip? I hope you did. How many of y'all have gone fishing before? And what size fish did you catch? Was it this big, this big, this big? And if you haven't gone fishing before, maybe one day that you will be able to go and enjoy that great activity. And so today for our craft, I'm Miss Celia, if y'all don't know me, and our craft is going to be this fish that we are going to make. And isn't he a cute little thing? So what you will need, for those of you who may not have the craft bags from the library, you will need a toilet paper roll, and you will need a straw and some twine or string to hang your fish from the fishing pole. And for those of you who got the bags from the library, your string is wrapped around your straw, okay? So if you're not sure where it is, that's where that is. You'll need some ribbon and a piece of construction paper that's about 1.5 inches wide of a color that's going to match your tissue. You're going to have some tissue paper that you're going to cut into round circles about the size of a penny, and we're doing 2 different colors, and so you'll want your construction paper to kind of go with the colors of your tissue paper, and then you'll want some white paper to make your fish eye, and you'll need some tape and a glue stick and scissors, which I left mine over here just a second. Sorry, and scissors. So what we're going to do, we're going to start off by using our toilet paper roll, and we're going to glue our round tissue paper to the toilet paper roll, and this is going to be the scales for the fish. Okay, now this one that I did every other color, but you can do it however. I think this one I'm going to do in circles of one color and then another color. I'm going to see if that works. So you're going to start at the bottom of your toilet paper roll, and the first row that we put on, we're going to want the circle tissue paper to go about halfway on the toilet paper roll and halfway off, so it covers the end of the roll. You won't be able to see it, okay? So like we've done on other crafts, just put a little bit of glue on at a time, and then stick your tissue paper on there. Like, remember, it's going to hang off a little bit, and you may want to overlap them just a little bit so that it gives that scale look, and then also you won't be able to see the toilet paper roll in between them. Okay, so it's just going to go around and stick those on, and then once you get to the second row, let's see, I'm going to get to talking ahead of myself here. But then the second row will kind of overlap a little bit on top of your first row, okay? And as always, doesn't have to be perfect. If you look at fish out in the, out in the wild that you'll catch in the river or your tank, all their scales look different. They're not all the same size, or they're not all, I didn't get that cut well. Hopefully yours are cut well. So here I've got my first row on, and then I'm going to do my second row with my red. I'm gonna alternate colors on the rows. Y'all can do yours however you want. And you'll end up with about 5 rows on, all total, I think. Yeah. Sorry, guys. The Can you see how I'm kind of doing that? Just overlapping a little bit with the different colors, or even the same color side by side. I should have had one of these halfway made. You all wouldn't have to sit through this. Anyway, so we're just going around and going around and going around. And like you can see, it does take a little bit of time, but it doesn't take, you know, a long, long time. Glue all these on. And I don't know if I said in the beginning, if you didn't get your bag from the library, then these little scales for the fish, I used a penny. So they're about the size of a penny. Is about the size of circle that you'll want to use. So I just got a couple more rows, I think, to go on here. Make sure I get this. And I just kind of press them down a little bit, make sure that, where'd my glue go? There it goes. And make sure it gets secured on there. And I'm going to do one more row just to make sure that my toilet paper roll is all covered up when I put my face on there. Okay, almost done getting these all glued on here. One more to stick. Okay. Bye. There. All right, so now I've got all my scales glued on to my fish. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my construction paper and I'm going to put it right up at the edge of the top and wrap it around. And you want it to overlap a little bit and then just cut off the extra. And then we're going to glue that on. So it's going to cover up the top part of the toilet paper roll that I didn't get, that I didn't put the scales on. I'm just going to get it as close up there as I can. and then wrap it around. For his head. And you probably want to, I had one that came off, you might let this glue set a little bit before you try putting that part on. But for the video, we're just going to go ahead and put the construction paper on there. Then you're going to want to cut out 2 eyes out of your white, and you'll want about the size of a dime. Is the size that I made my circle eyes. And then just color in the middle of it with a crayon or a marker the pupil for your eye. Cut that out, and then I'm gonna color the pupil on before I glue it. And that way it'll be easier than trying to color it on once you have it attached. And then I put one eye over where my seam is, but you don't have to, but you're gonna put one eye on one side of the fish and fish's head, and then the other one directly on the opposite side. Because fish don't have, their eyes aren't like ours, all in the front usually, kind of on the sides. Stick. Might kind of have to hold them down a little bit to make sure that that glue, that they stick on there. So then here I have my fish with my eye. Oh, I got him kind of off center, didn't I? Like that. Okay. Then the next thing I'm going to do is put my fins. Now for these fin, or the tail things, I guess, or these ribbons. And you'll just want to take your tape and tape them kind of around on the inside. So what I do for mine, I put a blue and, I'm doing blue and red together on one. Just stick them to your tape, and then stick your tape up on the inside, and they'll hang down like that. Okay, and you'll want to do that with, I think we gave you, have 8 ribbons. And so you can do like where they're kind of facing each side. But you can do yours however you want to. I just put a different color together, and then that way it kind of alternates all around my fish. However you figure it out that works easiest for you. Okay, so now I have all my little decorative tail or fins on my fish. Then the last thing we're going to do is take our twine and our straw, and kind of take your twine and put it where it's in half, where the ends kind of touch together, and you're going to wrap it around your straw, and then you're going to tie it. You probably need some help doing this because it's kind of, and just tie it a couple of times so it's secure on your straw, but you kind of want to get your ends even. And of course, when I tied mine, they're not even anymore, so I'm just going to trim this off a little bit to make it even. And then I'm just going to take each end of the string, and I'm going to tape one on one side that the eyeball is, and the other one on the other side. And then that's going to be your fish hanging off your fishing poles. So I'm just going to stick this in here. Well, let's see, maybe I should do it this way. However works for you, stick it in there. And I think it's working easier for me if I put the tape on the twine first and then attach it to the inside of my fish. Just head. And there I have my fish hanging on the fishing pole. So I hope you all enjoyed that. If you want to color a mouth on your fish, you can do that too. And anyway, I hope you'll have fun with this little craft. And if you haven't gotten your craft bags from the library, you can email us at geraldlibrary@gmail.com and let us know that how many craft bags that you would like, and they'll pick up on Saturdays from 11 to 2. And thank you very much. Y'all have a great day. Bye.